14 millimeter, 19 millimeter, 14 millimeter, 19 millimeter bolt and nut. The wheel speed sensor is a 10 millimeter, so there you go, 10 millimeter. We are upgrading the shocks on the Sequoia today. We're stepping up to use Rancho RS's. There is a left and a right. Let's see what the part number is. So this is for the driver's side. RS99923, and I'll give you the part number for the passenger side. RS999931. I'll put links down in the description below where you guys can pick these up, but these are a major upgrade from the stock ones that are on there now. So you can adjust them. You can adjust it to more stiff or more soft, whatever the case may be. These actually will aim towards the front of the vehicle. So when you install them, make sure that these valve adjustments are actually aiming forward. Okay. Let me show you this too. I want to show you the width of this right here, because I was trying to find some, what do you call it? I was trying to find the dimensions of this eyelet online before I ordered them. I couldn't find any, so let me measure that for you guys real quick. So it comes in right over an inch and a half, or 40 centimeters. Okay, so there you go. Overall length, I won't measure the studs. 20 and a quarter. Yeah, about 20 and a quarter overall. So let me show you guys how to install these real quick. In the previous video, I put PV Blaster penetrating oil. I put it on these are 14 millimeter up here. These nuts hold the shock in, the strut in. So you gotta take all those off. You have to take off the, what do you call it? The upper ball joint nut. This can be a pain. You have to disconnect the sway bar link, which is right there. Sorry about this lighting. Sway bar link, and then you have to disconnect the lower part of the strut. These are 19 millimeter on this side and on the back side. So there you go. But I put penetrating oil on here to help unfreeze everything, because this vehicle spent most of its life in Kansas in the Rust Belt. So a lot of stuff on this vehicle is rusted. This will apply to your Tundras, your first gen Tundras, and your first gen Sequoias. I do not envy you guys that live in the Rust Belt. What a pain in the butt working on stuff that's all rusted up. I've been spoiled working out here in Southern California, where we don't see rust all that often. Actually, never, unless you live by the beach. First thing I'm going to do, I'll disconnect these 3 14 millimeter bolts. Okay, the only thing I have left is to get the lower bolt out for the strut. There's a bolt and a nut. Nut is on that side. Hold the nut with a 19 and get a ratchet. Zip it out that way. Got this free and clear. Got the, you also need to take off the wheel speed sensor right there. 10 millimeter bolt holds that on. What hassle. What hassle having stuff rusted. Got the upper ball joint loose. Got all the bolts. I actually just left one in there in place. But got all those 14 millimeters free. And then I got the sway bar nut off. Okay. So once I get this free, I'll be able to swing the lower control arm down and then pop the old strut out, bring in the new one, push this back up. You actually need 2 floor jacks to do this. One of them, I'm going to move this jack stand. Once I get there, I'll put one on the back to hold the frame, and then another one underneath the lower control arm to help raise this up and push this into place while you're trying to put the bolt back through. I'm sorry, this is a nut. That's the bolt. But yeah, you need another 2 floor jacks. So you need 2 floor jacks when you're putting this back together. One to hold the frame and one to push up on the lower control arm. So not much to it. If it wasn't rusted, this would be a lot easier. I also had to drill this out because the cotter pin for the castle nut was stuck in there. So I just drilled it out, made sure it was nice and clear. That's what you guys were seeing a little bit earlier. But yeah, not a whole lot to it. When you put the new Rancho strut in, make sure that the valve or the knob for the stiffness of the shock is sitting out front, aiming towards the front. So there you go guys. Not a whole lot to it. 14 millimeter, 19 millimeter, 14 millimeter, 19 millimeter bolt and nut. The wheel speed sensor is a 10 millimeter. So there you go, 10 millimeter. If this has helped you out or has helped you guys save money, please subscribe to Bundys Garage, and I will talk to you guys later.